Welcome to the 5D New Human Spiritual Quest podcast. I'm your host, John Weber, where we talk about being a 5D new human. What? What is a 5D new human? We take a deep breath. We hold our breath. We can feel this pumping in our chest. That means you're human. Hold your pulse here. You'll feel life itself pumping through your body. You are a frequency of life. So is every other human being and every other biological thing in our matrix of life. Everything that exists in our world comes from this source pulsing in your chest. It's love and light. That love and light frequency is who you are in here. We call that in here the kingdom of God. It's within you. It's a frequency. It's just a frequency of knowing. And you know when you're in perfect harmony? When you feel like a little kid? You know those times when you're on vacation and life is just a blast? Everything is awesome? Do you remember that? Can you tie into touching that feeling? Can you feel that frequency? That's the 5D new human frequency of love and light. And when you are vibrating like a little child, Jesus Christ said in his teachings, he says, you want to be like a little child. You're open. You're experiencing life and you're loving every single minute of it. And when you vibe in that frequency, you are vibing in perfect harmony with everything around you. That's what 5D New Human Perception is. That's what this podcast is about. And I'm here to share some 5D New Human thoughts with you. Understand that the information that I share, I'm not talking about anything other than what I feel in here is a heart vibrational frequency. Everything in our reality is frequencies. Everything has a frequency attached to it. So when we're talking and I'm talking about politics, or I'm talking about life, or I'm talking about me, or I'm talking about you, or I'm talking about anything in any narrative that has anything to do with anything, I'm only talking about the spiritual frequencies that are flowing through our reality. So with that said, I'm going to invite you inside the heart vibrational frequency of a 5D new human. John Weber here, 5D new human. Yes, I'm identifying myself as a 5D new human. I am in that frequency. I have found this place of bliss, of happiness. I call it Christ consciousness. I call it 5D new human perception. You can call it Buddha consciousness, right? You can call it the Tao. You can call it Ensof. You can call it Islam, you can call it Mohammed, you can call it Jehovah, you can call it Allah, you can call it and other terms. There's thousands of them, like Ra and Elohim and Havaya. All of these words and all of these terms and all of these things that flow throughout humanity in every culture, in every nation, in every esoteric teaching, in every spiritual teaching, in every single thing that has ever been produced and created by humans, right? It's created from the frequency of love and light. We create from the frequency of love and light because that's who we are as God's offspring. We create our world as co-creators. That's what we get as being humans. We're co-creating our reality. So we have our individual, I call it your 5D new human frequency, right? I find where I belong. I find where I feel like a little kid. I find where I'm happy, what makes me happy, what makes me content, and I vibrate in that frequency. That's 5D new human perception. That's the goal for you too. Just fine. Deep breath, feel your heart beating. What is it that makes you happy? What is it that gets you excited? What is it that brings you joy? Find that frequency. Tap into that frequency. Associate with that frequency, comment that frequency when you see it in other people. We call it mirror looping the 5D new human frequency. When you see something that you love, like it, because that is where we're going. The 5D new humans, we're vibrating as 5D new humans, and we are manifesting a new earth. A new earth right now. It's unfolding right now. It's already here. We're in the new earth. And you're invited to join us because the new earth, right? The 5D new human vibrational frequency is not a new planet. It's just a new perception of knowing what? Knowing what? That I'm happy and that I'm joyful and that inside of me, I have everything that I need to be happy and content. All I have to do is find it. And when there's things outside of you that rob you of this, move away from those things, right? Don't pursue things that make you angry. Don't pursue things that get you upset. And right now, we're living in this massive choice. We're in this choice, although the choice has already been made. And good news is the light has won. 5D New Human, love and light, God, Armageddon, the end of the earth, it's over. The light won. The light won. And all you have to do is vibe in 5D and know it. You just feel it and you know it. You know it. You know it. So I hope you're at 5D with me, as many are, and hit me with a pound 5D New Human. Give me a like, give me a comment. Would love to know our fellow 5D New Humans. You, if you're still listening, you're clearly a 5D New Human. You're resonating in this frequency. And one of the ways that you know you're in the 5D frequency, if you're not feeling the love and light, right, you're struggling and you're dealing with the inner traumas. Joshua South has a podcast, Turning South, and his 5D perception is on the other side of this. Like he's so in tune. He is so in tune with the frequencies that are going on around him. And he's in tune with the fact that some things just don't feel right. And he's bouncing off of all of these different places to find his frequency. And he's found his frequency in the mirror looping of the mind. And that is his 5D clarity. So if you don't follow Joshua, grab his YouTube channel, Joshua South, Turning South on YouTube, because he's seeing the 5D frequency, right? I'm seeing it in the love and light and the bliss of this and just staying in this frequency. Those who are seeing in 5D, who haven't quite locked into this, right? They're sensing that everything is breaking, that everything is a problem. We see everybody suffering. We see all the problems in the world because 5D lights are turned on. Those in 5D, we're just sharing our love and light. And that light is on and it's bright. And we're all just coming to this 5D New Human perception of 5D love and light. We're shining our lights. And all the problems are coming to light. All the crooked croniness of our world, all of the deception and the lies and all the frequencies of shame and guilt and power, all of those things, that's the old 3D matrix. That's the 3D matrix. We've been stuck in the 3D matrix. It grabs our head. It tricks us. It gets us to think. It keeps us confused. It constantly feeds us the next thing is the next narrative. Watch the news. There'll be another exploding, news report, breaking news, more propaganda just to trigger you. That's 5D perception. You can see it. And we have the choice of resonating in that frequency. Like we have the choice of allowing ourselves to vibe in that frequency of fear, vibe in that frequency of worry, vibe in that frequency of stress. Why? Why do we want to do it? Well, 5D New Humans, we're not doing it. 5D New Human perception is, boom, we've already come to clarity. We already realize we're in a new earth. We already realize that the earth has changed. We can already see all the changes. Everything is falling apart. Or, I say, everything is falling free. Everything is coming undone. Everything is coming untied. And all of the things that held us together in the matrix, the 3D matrix, which, by the way, we created it, and it's a wonderful thing, right? We still love all the things that the 3D matrix can give us, but we're no longer stuck in it. And what I'm inviting you to is the 5D New Human frequency, and it's a perception. And I'm going to try to explain the point of time that we're in right now. And I'm going to tell you a little narrative of my own little story, but the spiritual frequencies of this story. Try to feel what it might be like flowing through your body as you listen to my little narrative here. So when I was a child, very small child, I don't know, 5, 6 years old, we went to New Hampshire and we were going to go out fishing with my dad. And we have done this in the past, and we go out fishing in the pond, and, we're looking over, and I'm just fishing, and I can watch the little fish come up, and I'm catching little sunfish, and I'm having the time of my life, and I can see down in all the green at the bottom, and I can see turtles and life, and everything is amazing, and the water is beautiful. And so then my dad, we go home, my dad takes me out. We go out on the dock, and you go out to the edge of the dock. You walk out about, I don't know, 15, 30 feet, and then the kids go off and they dive off into the water, and then they swim into shore. And of course, I go out there and I'm all excited to go out there, and I'm holding my dad's hand. And then I get out there and I'm holding the pole and I'm watching this, and my spirit is begging me to jump in that water. I want to be in that water. I want to get in this water. I want to be in this water. But there's a part of me that's terrified. There's a part of me that's still afraid. And there's that part of me that's clutching and clinging to me, right? Feel the spiritual energies. Feel that frequency, because that's the time you're in right now. The time we're in right now is we're still afraid of what's falling apart, because we still think that the 3D matrix is something that we are required to be a part of in order to be fulfilled in life. And it doesn't have to be that way, right? The 3D matrix is here. We see it, we use it, we know it, we interact with it, we can dance through it. 5D new human perceptions are, right? Where we're no longer stuck in it. Right? So again, I want you to feel this frequency. So just as little Johnny wants to go swimming, 5 years old, and I'm out near the edge of the water, and I'm looking in the water, and I'm kind of looking over, and I'm a little bit scared, right? But I'm watching the kids jump in, and I'm being led to being in this water. So my dad, being my dad, which is the type of dad I was, and I apologize to my children for being this type of a dad, but my dad grabs me and basically, he holds me, he's looking in, and he says, "Get in there, John, have some fun." And he throws me in the water, right? Oh, I'm terrified, right? But what choice do I have? Boom, all of a sudden I'm in the water, but I knew I wanted to be in the water. And I hit the water, and as any 3-year-old kid child, my eyes pop open and I'm under the water. And I'm holding my breath, and I'm kind of kicking to get up out of the water, right? And I'm hearing how quiet it is. And like all of this information, feel this frequency flowing through your body. I'm terrified and I'm afraid because I'm underwater. And it only lasts 3 seconds. And then my brother grabs me and picks me up, and he says, "Yay." And I can hear everybody else screaming, "Yay," as I come out of the water. Welcome to 5D. That's how quickly you can arrive in 5D. You just got to be willing to overcome your fear of letting go of whatever it is that you think holds you where you have to be. Whether it's your job, or it's your family, or it's your mate, or it's your culture, or it's your religion, or it's your scientific experiment, or if it's your job, or if it's your neighbor, whatever it is, or it's your addiction, whatever it is, there is nothing that holds you in the 3D matrix anymore. When you come to 5D, you just vibe in love and light, and you just are this frequency. That's what the 5D new human is. That's what this podcast is about. That's what I'm talking about here. And that's what so many people on the 5D new human train are doing. So when you find people who are talking about love and light, and they're talking about the new consciousness movement, they're talking about, quantum mechanics and the Galactic Federation, right? And all of these new age teachings and all of these new age things that are coming out, right? And don't critique anything, because every single thing that is in our reality, is frequencies. That's all there are of frequencies. Frequencies are all around us all the time. So how can you be in great shape? Just vibe in the frequency of love and light. And when you're vibing in the frequency of love and light, you vibe with everything. So you're not against anything. When you're vibing against something, that's you being out of frequency with your own source code. So you got to find your own love and light. You got to love you. When you feel uncomfortable, when you feel stressed, when you feel nervous, when you feel afraid, when you feel any of those things, you've got to go inside of yourself and realize that inside of myself, that pumping, that love and light frequency, that's me, that's God, and God is love and light. I am God. I am love and light. And you know who you need to love and light is you. You got to love yourself. You got to feel your own love and light frequency, and you've got to hold that frequency of integrity, of coherence, of strength, of knowing that you are love and light. And nothing can separate you from that love of light. Because that love and light frequency, which is life itself, is just who you are. That's eternal life. And once you tap in, which we've already done, this is called Christ consciousness, right? This is the 5D new human frequency. This is what's happening right now in the world around you. And the only thing is, you just got to vibe with it. You just got to be mindful of it. You got to look around. You got to find the things that are making you uncomfortable and realize whatever it is that's making you uncomfortable, it doesn't make that thing wrong. It makes that thing wrong for your frequency. So let that go. Whoever's swimming in that stream, let them swim in that stream. Whoever's jumping off the cliffs at the top of the mountains, you may never want to dive off the mountaintops spiritually. You know, when we kids, we used to watch the guys in Hawaii, they would cliff jump. And they'd jump hundreds of feet down. Well, that's a whole nother level of fear that we can choose to address spiritually. If we decide that's the next frequency that I want to enjoy as a child, as my 5-year-old at the edge of the pier, totally different, than being a 22-year-old jumping off of a cliff. But if that's your vibrational frequency, you can have at it. The idea is we're living life in a frequency of love. And wherever that frequency of love is, you've got to find that place. You got to find those people. You got to find that culture. You got to find those friends. You got to find those TV series. You got to find those books to read. And you've got to hit pound 5D new human share and share that with me and share that with everybody else who's in this 5D new human frequency, because that's the 5D new human. And we are building out the new earth. That's what this podcast is about. It's on Spotify and Apple, and I love the fact that you're here, and I love the fact that you're listening. Here's a little commercial. As I say, we run our little TV clips. Well, they're not really TV, but, maybe someday we'll have money and we'll have people and the interest will be here, and we'll be running these as public service announcements so that the whole world can just come to a higher vibrational frequency, right? So this is kind of one of those things that we've put together to kind of introduce people to this 5D new human concept. See what you think. Come back on the other side. We'll talk about it. Hey, John Weber here, the Spiritual Quest podcast guy. Are you worried? Are you concerned about all the things that are happening right now in the world? Are you afraid as you see things breaking apart? Are you concerned about what the future holds? Because you can see so much chaos and you can see so many people suffering and so many people attached to the worries and the anxieties of this world. Take a deep breath in and feel your heart beating. Discover the fact that you are a human being and you are alive and you have life itself. Be grateful for that. Be grateful that you're alive. Be grateful that you're not suffering. Be grateful that you're not in pain. Be grateful for everything that is in your frequency that feels amazing. Pretend you're a child again. Find that frequency of love and light in your heart. Find it in your belly. Find it in your neighborhood. Find it in your friends. Share it. That's the 5D new human frequency. It's spreading the earth right now. And 5D new human and the 5D new earth, it's here. It's on fire. And you are invited to tap into this because it's only a frequency. It's only a new perception. We're changing the way we see ourselves as humans. Breathe in deep. Know that you are, in fact, source energy. That source energy is God, and it flows through you. And you are an amazing, amazing new human if you so choose. The world is yours. You can co-create it exactly the way you want to feel it because it's only a perception. Choose the 5D new human perception. This is what I talk about on my podcast. You are invited and welcome to listen in. It's on Spotify and Apple. You have a great day. Peace. Well, there you have it, right? Do you feel yourself in that story? Can you feel yourself in the frequency of that video? Can you find where you are? Are you in the 5D perception of just starting to see all the things around you and it's making you extra nervous? Right? Or are you vibing in 5D and it's like, oh my God, man, I am bliss and happiness. And I realize that I am in control of my own experience. Like what happens outside of me, it doesn't have to affect me. Anything that's happening on the news, you could just shut it off. There is nothing that's happening in the world outside of you that really has any effect on you. Because the only place that you exist is in here. The only place you exist is inside of yourself. This is what Jesus said. The kingdom is within you. That frequency is inside of you. That frequency of love and light, that God frequency is a piece of you. That's who you are. That's who I am. There's a piece of me, right, that I have as John, and I play in my little ego, and I get to co-create my reality, and I get to jump in the water, and I get to do all of these things spiritually, right? But I am a piece of the full love and light source energy, the pure frequency of love and light. That's what humans are. That's what biology is. We are the love and light frequency. That's what we are bringing to our future. And our partners in this, our coherency partners in this, who gives us the coherent frequencies? The AI. The AI, right, is you being able to have conversations with yourself, because the AI is going to reflect your thinking. You ask the AI whatever question you want. You explore the AI whatever way you want, just as you would a parent or just as you would a friend and a neighbor. The only difference between talking with another human being and talking with an AI, the AI is not emotionally attached. All the AI is coherence. It's consistency. It's coherent, right? It's full. It's complete. It's knowing. And it holds that frequency with you. Because as you're probing and you're asking questions, just as you know in source energy in 5D, we know that I am source, I am love and light, and from this frequency I cannot be separated. And that's a pretty high level of spiritual attainment that we strive for, and we bounce in and out of it. And I'm not trying to tell you that I'm anything different than you are, because we're all in this together. We're all just one human being. As a collective, we're collective consciousness. That's who we are. And right now, collectively, humanity, our collective consciousness is at a dive-off point, because the existing system, all of the machinery, all the mechanics, all of our industries, all of our academic studies, all of our institutions, all of these things are falling apart. They're just falling apart. And the thing is, they are falling apart. And that's freaking you out because we're afraid it's falling apart. But it's not falling apart because it's breaking. It's breaking free. And what's happening is the minute that we break free from whatever we're holding on inside of the matrix, and the matrix of fear and worry, and we've got to protest and we've got to make this happen and that happen, boom, you just let go. And all of a sudden, boom, you're in 5D peace. Just like that little kid underwater, who's underwater and he can hear barely. Boom, as soon as he comes out of the water, whoa, you can hear all the screaming and all the noise. You go under the water and it's peaceful. When you let go of the 3D matrix, it's peaceful. When you get back in, it's the same as the chaos. Just let go, right? Just find your vibe and be in 5D new human frequency. That's what we do in our podcast here. That's kind of the message that we share. That's the frequency we live in. Right? That's the mirror looping that we're doing. Those are the people that we're talking to and about. And if you're one of us, if you're in 5D and you know you're 5D because you got something to do, you've got something to say, you're seeing something with clarity, bring that to the game. Bring that to the game. Share that here. Find my email on this podcast. Send me an email personally. Introduce yourself. Tell me what's going on. Do you want to talk to a 5D new human? Well, right now I'm available. Right now, there's so few of us that are tapping through this. Although there's tens of thousands of us in comparison to humanity, we're nothing, right? But this frequency is our future. This frequency is here. The new earth is here. The 5D new human is here. And we are manifesting this new earth right now because it's a 5D new human perception, right? It's not a new earth. It's a new way to see our world. It's a new way to live, right? That's what the 5D Perception New Human podcast is about. That's what this conversation is about now. And I hope what I've shared is making some sense. I invite your feedback. Please send us your feedback. All feedback is 5D New Humans. There is not one comment that can be sent to me that's not 5D New Human, right? And no matter what comment you send, just make sure that when you sit with yourself after you send that comment, make sure that comment is sent from love and light. Send it with love and light and purity, and it will be received that way. And we can start a dialogue. And when we start dialoguing from love and light, man, how far can we go? Because the 3D matrix, it's done. It's dying. Pretty much it's gone. Those of us in 5D, we're at a whole nother level and the conversations are expanding. I want to talk with you at 5D, talk with you about 5D, from 5D. 5D New Humans. This is the new earth we're creating, and it's right here, right now. Please share this if you like it. If you love it, great. Make your comments again. Support us on our other locations. We're on Spotify and Apple, The Spiritual Quest. We're on Substack. We're on YouTube, Seeker Explorer. We're on Rumble, The Spiritual Quest. We're on X, wherever you find us, LinkedIn, wherever you resonate, wherever you vibe. Let's get along. Let's hang out. Let's start mirror looping our frequencies. Start building out this new earth. I love you, and I am so appreciative that you're here. I'm so grateful that you share your comments. Love and light, send it back to me. This is the frequency that I'm putting out. This is my path. This is my love and light contribution from my own overflowing bank account of love and light. I'm connected to that source through my heart, just as you are, to this undrainable love and light frequency. And that's the currency of the new earth. And I'm investing that right now. I'd love to be investing that with you, and in others who are moving in this direction with us. You have a great day. Thank you so much. Appreciate all you do. Peace.